Okay, I think we're recording. That means it's time, ladies and gentlemen, for vocab. Here we go. Let's see. This is going to start up. Oh, it's looking exciting. It's looking good. Here we go. So, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the vocab. Once again, here we go. Vocab 2020, third one in 2020. A little bit of a delay on this one. We had kind of a lot going on. That's okay. Everything's going to work out. Awesome words for awesome people. That's all of you. You're great. Let's look at our words for the week. So we have here residue, salutary, supersede, excruciating, forbearance, hamper, prodigious, rejuvenate, unwieldy, and ameliorate, all of which are terrific words. Some, let's be honest, more useful in everyday language than others, but all are going to be helpful for our purposes this year. So first we've got residue. Residue is a noun. It's a small amount of something that remains or is left behind after the main part is taken away or used. There's tons of situations where you would use the word residue. It can be anything from like the sticky stuff left behind when you peel off a sticker. You peel off a sticker and there's still some of the glue there. That's residue. That's a little bit of the sticker being left behind. This is a disgusting coffee cup, which makes me laugh a little bit because you guys are not going to like this. My coffee cup I use at school, I've rinsed it out a time or two. I've never washed it. So is there residue in my coffee cup? Oh, you bet there is. Right now, right this moment. Whatever, it's a coffee cup. But mine doesn't look like that. It's not that bad, but it's something. Now, there's an adjective form of the word residue, which is residual. If there's a residual something there, it's a little bit of residue left behind. It's a great word. Residue is a great word. Salutary. It's another good one. It's an adjective. Anything that produces a good effect that's beneficial to you is salutary. If something is salutary, it makes something better or makes someone feel better. It just improves what's going on. If I say something really nice to you, it would have a salutary effect. Your whole day would hopefully get a little bit better. It's nice. Like when we wrote those kindness notes just a couple days ago, hopefully they had a salutary effect and everyone's day improved a little bit. It was salutary effect from writing it, probably made you feel good, and giving it to someone made them feel good. And when you got one, it made you feel good. So it's nice. It's a salutary effect. Now, this example they have here in this illustration is they're talking about kind of proving it through the opposite. I used a couple of this kind of designer's thing. They try to use a word that sounds similar to it to help you remember it. So saying here, eating a lot of salt does not have a salutary effect on your health. Salt is not salutary. It doesn't actually do anything good for your health to have a lot of salt. It's actually really bad for you to have a lot of salt. And we all eat way too much of it. Anytime you eat processed food, you're eating a heck of a lot of salt. Anyway, that's what's going on there. So, salutary has a good effect on something. Could be health, could be something else. But just in general, it has a positive effect. Supersede. Okay, I'll have to explain this picture in a second. Supersede is a verb. It's to take the place of something that was previously in authority or in effect or in use. Now, it's almost always used to talk about like a rule change or a new leader taking over something or giving you a new priority you now have to do. So sometimes one rule comes in and wipes out a rule that was just being used a second ago. Or a boss comes in and tells you that a new job now needs to be done and supersedes what you're doing before. So, yeah, I know you were working on your vocab homework, but you found out that tomorrow is a huge test in your math class that supersedes having to work on your vocab, right? This wipes out the previous priority, the previous thing that was going on. It supersedes it. It takes it over and pushes out of the way. So this is from a movie called Office Space that I'm thinking actually none of you have actually seen. It's worth seeing. The boss comes in, his name's Bill Lumberg, and he goes, yeah, if you could put this in your TPS report, that'd be great. He comes in, and he always gives new things to the employees to do, so they can't ever get anything done. He gives them a new task that supersedes the task they were doing and ruins everything they were working on. I don't know. It doesn't sound like a funny movie, but it really is a pretty funny movie. All right, excruciating. I'm very pleased with this picture. It's an adjective meaning intensely, extremely painful. Unreal, crazy pain. If something's excruciating, it is a 10 on a scale of 1 to 10 on the A 10 on a scale of 1 to 10 of the pain scale. There's 1, there's 10. It's all the way up. So, now it can also be used really well in hyperbole, as in, oh, this class is excruciating. It's not really excruciating. You're not going through pain. You're just not enjoying the class, and you're really not enjoying it. But don't say that about my class. I've hurt my feelings. This from Jackass. I have a real soft spot for the Jackass movies, which is embarrassing but true. It's Johnny Knoxville getting hit by a buffalo, which looks excruciating. I don't think that'd be a lot of fun. I think that'd be really painful. I think it'd be really bad. All right, forbearance. Forbearance is a noun. It's a kind of patient self-control, restraint, tolerance, and also has a bit of like forgiveness in it. It's if you have great forbearance, and it's a thing that you have. It's something that you have or you use. So it's like a trait of their personality. If someone has great forbearance, they are gentle and kind and patient with others. They just have this thing of, oh, he has such great forbearance. The Dalai Lama has great forbearance. He listens and he understands. He pays attention. He's very kind and sweet and decent. And he doesn't lose his temper. He doesn't get upset. He just has great forbearance. We can all learn a lot from the Dalai Lama. He's pretty rad. Hamper. All right. This can be a little bit confusing because there's a verb and there's a noun. They're not really related. Now, the verb is what we want. To interfere with something. To hinder it. To impede it. Something that hampers something else gets in the way of whatever's going on. If I am trying to go through the hall because class is about to start and someone hampers me, they're in my way so I can't get through the halls and they're making me crazy. I got to get through the halls. Let me get through the halls. Stop hampering my progress. Okay, now the noun is the thing that you put dirty laundry in. I don't know what to tell you. I should have looked to see where that word came from. Suffice to say, they're not related. Don't let it throw you off. We're talking about the verb. That's far more important for our purposes. Okay. So, prodigious. Prodigious is an adjective. It means extraordinary in amount or size. Huge, gigantic, a lot. Way more than expected. Much more than is normal. Okay? It's a really good go-to word. It's a really nice one. If someone has prodigious talent, they're extremely talented. They're prodigious with their gift giving. They give really nice gifts, and they give them frequently, and they're really big and nice. Anytime someone is prodigious, something, if they have a prodigious jump shot, if they can jump prodigiously high, that's better. If someone can jump prodigiously high, they're like jumping out of the building. Like they can jump. Now, the word is almost always used with a positive connotation, but not always. I have seen it used with negative connotations. As you'll see in this little comic here, they're talking about it. We made a $3 billion error. Good thing it's only the taxpayers' money. Ha 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 ha. That's a pretty lame comic, but they're using it, so I'm okay with it. It's out of the course of nature. It's an unusual thing. It's extraordinary in its bulk or quantity or degree. It's huge. But what they have here is as a prodigious mistake. That is what you could use it. A huge mistake would be a prodigious mistake. So again, it's not automatically used for positive things, but I feel like usually is, to be totally honest. Anyway, rejuvenate. I was really pleased when I found this picture. I think it's really funny. Okay, to rejuvenate, it's a verb. To make something young or youthful again, to make it feel refreshed and new. Now, there are many things that are sold, many products, creams, and lotions that promise to rejuvenate someone, but they don't really do very much. They're kind of a scam for people who are desperate to look young, like how I would like to not have all these wrinkles. See these? Oh, see, even when I try to not have them, I have a new wrinkle come in here. Getting old stinks. So, now, you might feel rejuvenated after a really good nap or a cold glass of water or any number of things. It can leave you feeling rejuvenated and fresh and alive and good and all the rest. That's probably not going to be a cream you get at the drugstore. It's probably not going to actually leave you rejuvenated. If something actually literally rejuvenated you, it would make you young again, like almost literally like Batman becoming Bat Baby. Oh, I love that picture. It's so insane. Why is Bat Baby? I mean, how does he have gloves that fit, but the rest of the outfit doesn't fit? I guess. Why does he have like a Batman or Bat Baby T-shirt? None of that makes sense. And I like that this like bad guy here is just kind of startled, not really worried. It's amazing. Batman becomes Bat Baby. All right. Unwieldy. It's an adjective. If something is hard to manage or use because of its size or its weight, if it's unmanageable or at least not easily manageable, it is unwieldy. You've had this lots of times. You have to pick up something and it's kind of hard to carry. It's like a funny shape. Maybe sometimes something's unwieldy. It's not too heavy. It's just hard to hold and get your arms around it. This happens sometimes with like trying to move furniture. Like if it was that much weight and it had a handle on it, you could easily pick it up. But with it being a couch, it's kind of hard to move around. Now, sometimes a huge kitchen knife is a first thing that came to mind. If you cook, they have chef's knives, which is kind of the most common knife you want to use. You can do pretty much anything with it. And they come in different sizes. 6-inch, 7-inch, 8-inch. 9's pretty rare. 10's really rare. I once was giving an 11-inch chef's knife. This thing looked like a sword. It was impressive and impossible to use. It was just unwieldy. It was too heavy and too long and just wasn't good. Ooh, there's a typo in here. That's embarrassing. Oh, no. Well, it happens. Sometimes, like a big pencil, like little kids sometimes use to learn how to write, it's unwieldy because it's hard to get a good grip for real fine writing. It's kind of the big grip stuff they do for little kids. Sometimes big trucks are unwieldy to drive. And you see this camera here, it certainly looks unwieldy. It doesn't look comfortable or easy to use because it's big and it's awkward. Now, our last one is ameliorate. Ameliorate is a verb. It's to become better or to make better. It's to improve something. Now, it's often used to talk about something medical or relating to first aid or pain. It doesn't have to be used that way. Anything that's made better somehow is ameliorated. If you were sad, I could say, I wouldn't say this to a student, but you could say to your friend, would you like a hug? And you give them a hug and you have ameliorated their sadness. They feel better than they did before because they got a hug and hugs are nice. The example here, this is again, when I was saying I was going to use one of these again, they're trying to use a word that sounds similar to help us understand it. So Dr. Amelia ameliorated my broken foot with surgery. She fixed what was broken, right? Although I'm not crazy how she's holding the scalpel here. This looks very dangerous. And she got a mask on, which is good, but short sleeves and no gloves. Not crazy about the approach that Dr. Amelia is using here, but that's right. So to make better or improve a situation is to ameliorate it. Ladies and gentlemen, those are the words. That's it. That's where we stop. Take some notes. Be ready for the quiz. Looking forward to it.